Once again, hello everybody, welcome to our class. Also, one thing before we start the class, I would like to congratulate last night operation launched by Iran. Let's start. So, since you can see that, report to the speech. So, I'm going to ask you some questions. Make sure that you're active. If you just sit there and if you just listen to me, you're not going to learn anything. Okay? You have to be active. You should just uh, say what you think, type what you think. We are not looking for correct answers, we're looking for just some answers. Do we need to type? Yes, exactly. Every time we have a class, we're gonna use the chat. So this chat room is the most important part of our class. So, reported speech. Before I start talking about it, let me know if you know about this. If you have anyone who can explain this grammar topic, or just give us some examples, some explanations, even some keywords, that's fine. Just share your opinions, share your knowledge, anything you know. If you don't know, you can say, I don't know, that's fine. But type it. Make sure that you're active. Several people are typing, that's perfect. When I say something said by someone else, very good, Luca. Saying something someone told us, very good. GLSM. Void said, I don't know, that's totally fine. Today we'll learn it. Teacher, are you on mute or there is something wrong with my headphones? I'm not on mute because people are answering. I mean, you cannot hear me in that case, but check settings, I would say. Teacher is not muted. Yes, very good. Anyone else? 33 students, 33 different answers. Reported speech. You can give me examples, give me different, explanations, keywords like a friend. So, here we said this is an upper intermediate grammar topic. It means that you need to know some basic and let's say fundamental grammar topics like the tenses, what a subject is, what an object is, especially tenses. Like what is, for example, present perfect. If I ask you what present perfect is, can you explain that? Past perfect, continuous forms, and modal verbs. But that's fine. We will also try to review very briefly those tenses too. And at the end of the lesson, you will be able to report what someone else has written or said, as some of our friends mentioned that. So, what is reported speech? It is a grammar topic which reports what someone else has said or written. And it has two main types. Generally, when we say reports of speech, we are actually talking about two different types. One of them, let's say, you mostly see that kind of type on books. Like in books, for example, novels, your school books, whatever, textbooks. But indirect speech, the second one, you will normally see that in your daily conversations, in your spoken English, let's say. But we will talk about all of them. When do we use reported speech? Before we read, can you tell me when we use reported speech? Share your opinions. When, or let's say why, do we use this grammar topic? How can it help us? Kaka, I think, wants to talk. So, our classes are chat based, so if you can type, that would be perfect. When we are delivering message of someone else. Nice. What about others? 38 students, 38 answers. When I report something I know to someone else. To spread gossip, maybe. You use it when making a report. Okay, maybe I don't know. That's fine. No worry. Anyone else? So, we use it I mean the direct one. Let me change the color. In writing, such as novels, articles, essays, books, reports, whatever. But on the other hand, reported speech, indirect speech, in spoken English and our daily conversation. So let's say that's like written direct speech, while indirect speech is like uh, spoken, like verbally we use it. But let's get into all of them. When we directly or directly, both of them are correct, quote, quote like they uh, use their hand gesture to show that. When we quote what someone else has said or written, we use proper punctuation. Punctuation means like period, comma, column, semicolon, dash, whatever. For example, Ellie said, I can help you. Probably you've seen such sentences in different books. Yes? Ali said, comma, like we have quotation marks, I can help you. Or Jack told me we're going to Italy now. So I have a question. I say, we are going to Italy, Jack said. Can you tell me who are going to Italy? Am I, as Nima, going to Italy, or someone else is going to Italy? Because I am the person who is saying this sentence. Jack and others. Very good. So, exactly, very good. So, it's not about me. That's the point. It's not about me. When I'm using this grammar topic, I'm just saying, I'm just reporting what other people have said. Okay? So, we don't get any credit for that. We can say like that. Or Alice said, I can help you. That's not me as Nima who can help you. That's Alice. But I'm just telling you, I'm just letting you know that Alice said, but I can help you. Here, I can help you. What does this you refer to? Is it me or is it you? For example, I say, Gillies. I said, Gillies, Alice said, I can help you. Or I text, for example, is it me as Nima or is it you as Jilly? Me, exactly. Very good. Or we're going to Italy now. But if I just tell you, like right now, I say, for example, Void. Jack told me I am going to Italy. Can you understand immediately who's going to Italy? Because I'm saying I am going to Italy. I'm just telling you verbally. Is it easy to understand or it could be a bit difficult? So yes, we know that Jack. I mean, is it difficult? Ambiguous. Is it difficult? Is it a bit hard to understand? For example, she said, she said, I am a football player. For example. So when I tell you this sentence, at first you would think I, as Nima, am a football player because it could be really difficult just to immediately interpret the sentence. Now you have the text, you can think about it. That's why in a spoken form we cannot say Alice said I can help you because many people would let's say confuse and they can make some mistakes like misunderstand. Let's say I can help you, this I is the person who is saying and you is you, which is not correct. Therefore we have indirect speech. We reinterpret, means to interpret it again, that quotation, and state it in our words. We're going to make some changes. So direct speech is like you exactly copy paste what someone else has said. But in the indirect one, you're going to say it in your own words. You're going to reinterpret that sentence. For example, Ali said, I can help you. This is, for example, imagine I text someone. Now I'm going to tell someone that Ali said that supposing Alice is a boy, or let's say she, I think, Alice is a girl name. Ali said that she could help me. Which one in spoken English, in just telling each other, not texting, is easier to understand? The subject, the object, the tense. Ali said, I can help you, or Ali said that she could help me. A or B, which one is better to understand in the spoken English? Indirect, second one. B, very good, exactly. In this case, you wouldn't really make some mistake. You wouldn't misunderstand the sentence. You don't need to change your pronoun because he's a different person than Alice. Uh, Actually, that's another case. Like, for example, let's say I'm waiting for my connection. I think it's not very stable. So, uh, if, for example, Alice talked about another person, okay, and you are going to talk about this sentence to another person. So you have four people. We will talk about it in further slides. So this is Alice. He talks about someone. Then I am going to talk about this to you. So this is something else. In that case, yes. But we're just supposing that Alice is the person who did the sentence. So she is the doer. But so here, or next one, Jack told me we're going to Italy now. Jack told me that they were going to Italy then. Can you spot the differences? Can you feel the differences? For example, here we have we. Here we have they. Here we have are going. Here we have they're going. Here we have now. There we have then. Here we have some punctuations. Here we have no punctuation like that. Here we have that. We don't have that here. So there are some things. I mean, we need to make some changes in order to reinterpret a sentence. Alice told me John isn't coming. In some situations, that's correct. But we'll talk about it. There is something we call it the 3-step structure. You need to follow 3 different steps in order to fully reinterpret and change, let's say, invert a direct one to an indirect one. For example, first of all, you need to change your pronouns. Means I, you, he, she, Jack, Ali, I don't know, thing like that. Because, for example, Sarah said, I am going to the store. Who's going to a store? Sarah. So if I say, I'm going to a store, you think, I, as Nima, I'm going to a store, which is not correct. Sarah is going to a store. So Sarah said that she, because it's Sarah. If it was Jack, I mean a boy, a man, we said he. So based on the gender, was going to the store. First step is the pronoun, not just the for example, I, he, she, you. No. For example, objective pronouns too. For example, here, I can help you. He said that he could help me, for example. So pronouns, any kind of pronoun you have in your sentences. Then, change the verb. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Continue. So, first is pronoun. You change your pronoun, for example, I to he, or then you to me, thing like that. Then is backshifting, means change the verb tense. For example, I am going to, I don't know, Japan, for example. He said that he was going to Japan. You go 1/10 back. You go 1/10 back. For example, why do we do that? We do that to reflect the new speaker's point of view. She said, I will go to the party. So it's over. For example, the party happened last week. Now you're talking about something in the past. Normally when we report something, first it happens, then we're going to report it. Because report means to talk about what happened. So that's why we go 1/10 back. She said that she would go to the party. Change any time or place references. For example, I am here. So for example, yesterday she said I am here. So now you're in another place, in another time. Place and time are different now. That's why we cannot say I'm here again. She said that, or he said that he was there at the moment or at that moment. Again, you gotta actually modify it, adjust it, whatever you want to call it. These are the 3 steps. If you follow them, you are going to have a perfect indirect speech sentence. Basic example. She said that she loved pizza. He told me that he couldn't come to the party that night. Here is like tonight. We said that night. He mentioned that he didn't like horror movies. David said that he was studying English. He was like, I'm studying English. David said that he was studying English. Here we compare that. Alice said, I can help you now. So Alice said that. Instead of the comma, you can use that. This is optional. He said that, or just he said. We change Alice, we consider Alice a man. Can becomes could. 1/10 back, the past tense of it. Help, just the first word. You becomes me. He could help me. Now becomes then. For example, we apply these structures for this one. We omit the comma and the apostrophes, like quotation marks. Not apostrophe, quotation marks. We don't have these here. We don't have comma here. Yes. Full stop, that's right. So as you can see, we don't use commas and quotation marks when turning direct to indirect. Because you are saying you cannot show comma, you cannot show quotations when you're speaking. Next part is pronouns. We change the pronoun to reflect the speaker. If the speaker is a man, we use he or his name, Jack, I don't know, Johnny, whatever. If the speaker is a woman, we use she or her, like Helen, Sarah, whatever. If there is a group of speakers, we use they, more than one person. We are leaving. They said that they were leaving. Sarah said, I don't like soccer. Sarah said that she didn't like soccer. Jack said, Grace is always late. Jack said that she or Grace was always late. One of your friends said, maybe someone else is saying. Number you say, that's technically, as we do with conditionals. What do you mean? What part of conditionals do we change the pronouns? No comma, yes. One part of conditional, yes. If you start with your main clause, you will pass your exams. If you study, you don't use commas. Yes, very good. So, for example, here, let's say there is Sarah, for example, as our first person. Okay, she actually talks about Jack, our second person. Now, you, for example, I don't know, you, let's say, as the third person, are going to report it to me as the fourth person. We have 4 different people here. First, Sarah talks about something about another person. So Sarah, Jack, then you are going to talk about the whole thing to me. Report it to me. So sometimes a person has said something about another person, and we, as the third person, want to report it to another person. Therefore, the speaker in the reporter clause and in the reporting clause are not always the same. What do I mean? Sarah said, for example, I love Jack, whatever. Now you say, Sarah said that she loved Jack. Or let me say, no, let me make it better. He loves me is better. Yes, he loves me is better. My bad. Yes, he or Jack loves me. Means Sarah. Sarah said that Jack loved her. So Sarah and Jack, or you can say Sarah and he. You say it's not correct because Sarah is a girl and you cannot say that. But no, it is correct. It depends on your sentence. It depends on the context you're using. Backshifting, just go one tense back, shift back, can, could. If you have could, you keep it. You cannot go anything back. Shall, should, may, might, will, would, I don't know. Have to, I don't know. Becomes had to. Must, the same. Ought to, the same. For tenses, present simple becomes participle. You have to keep, first of all, the time. If you have, the like the identity of a sentence, like simple, you have to keep it. Simple, simple. Present becomes past. Now we have past simple. We don't have anything like that. We gotta go one tense back so it becomes past perfect. Like present perfect. You gotta keep this perfect part here. And you make it past perfect. Or for future tenses, just change will to would, and that's very easy. Is becomes was, then had been, I don't know, or where had been again. Have been becomes had been, has been becomes had been, things like that. Just go one tense back. For example, let me ask you this question. You tell me, type in the chat. Jack said, I am playing basketball. So make it indirect. Everyone in the chat. Jack said that. Let's do it. Had been, yes, because you cannot go anything back. Like we don't have faster than past, you know. That's the end of the line, of your timeline. So you just repeat it. If you have had been, again had been. Jack said that he was playing basketball. Very good. Exactly. Time or place. So also, maybe now you're wondering about this PDF, like how you can download this PDF. Also at the end I have some examples, like we have 30 I think. Yeah, 30 examples. So you can just join my Telegram channel. I have a free Telegram channel. I upload some content like videos, PDFs, different things. Make sure to join to download this PDF and other PDFs and other materials I have. Jack said he was playing. Yes, very good. Even that is optional. Jack said that he was playing basketball, or Jack said he was playing basketball. Using that for this situation, for say and tell, using it is optional. So, time or place, we change the adverb so as to reflect the appropriate report. For example, here becomes there because, for example, tomorrow you are not the place you are right now. You know what I mean? For example, right now we are, imagine, I'm sorry, in a real life situation. I meet you, for example, on the street. Okay? So tomorrow you're going to talk about it with your friends. So you are not on that street. You are at school. You are at university. You are at work. Because of that, you change here to there. Today, like another day, you're going to talk about it. It's not today, it's over. Means that day. Or now, it's over. Say then, tonight, that night, yesterday, the day before, and tomorrow, the next day. But if the time or place has happened in the same time or place that you're reporting, you can ignore this part and exactly copy paste. What do I mean? Let's give an instance, an example. Supposing that the current time, Monday 5 p.m. right now. Alice says, sorry, I cannot come to the party tonight. We have a dialogue here, conversation. I cannot come to the party tonight. Jack says, okay, it's okay, no worries, goodbye. Jack says, hey, David. David talked to, for example, Alice. Hey, David. Jack talked to Alice. Hey, David. Alice has just said that, or said that she cannot come to the party tonight because you are reporting on the same day, at the same time, in the same place. Therefore, you can ignore this. So again, when you are reporting something that the place and time of that report has happened in the same time or place that you are currently in, you can ignore this. For questions, we can do it too. For example, there are two ways to ask someone a question. WH questions or just auxiliary. Like, do you play soccer? Are you a doctor? Auxiliaries. Or WH, like, where are you from? What's your name? What do you do? Thing like that. So if you have WH questions, it's very easy. Where are you from? You gotta make it a sentence. Where you are from. First of all, make it a sentence. Where are you from? Where you are from. Then just apply the rules. He asked, not say, he asked me where I was from. What is your job? What your job is. What your job is. Then you say, he asked me what my job was. How are you? How you are. He asked me how I was. I don't know. Why didn't you join us? He asked me why I hadn't joined them. When are you going to leave? When you are going to leave. He asked me when I was going to leave. First, make it a sentence. Change the position, change the place of to be verbs and the subject. Like, very basic here. Just change it. I don't know. Here is your, are you, didn't you. Just change it. For WH, for auxiliaries, just use if or whether. Are you a doctor? You are a doctor. Again, change it to a sentence. You are a doctor. He asked me if I was a doctor. Do you play basketball? You play basketball. He asked me whether I played basketball. Is she okay? She is okay. He asked if she was okay. And different things. Like the last one, can you help me? You can help me. He asked if I could help him. Maybe you find it a bit difficult, but that's fine. Just practice and just try to make some sentences. We will do that together. And you can do it easily. For example, I say, where are you from? Where are you from? How would you turn it into an indirect one? Where are you from? Just try your best. He asked, you tell me. Very good. He asked where I was from. He asked me, both of them are correct, where I was from. He asked that, where I was from. Very good. Exactly. We change it. That's the point. But imperative means commands. You want to force someone, command someone to do something. Like, do your homework. Go out. turn off the TV, for example. For example, he told me to do my homework. Hmm? Get out now. He told me to get out then. Do not smoke. He told me not to smoke. It's better to use pronoun told me instead of said, because tell is, more, let's say, it sounds like you're commanding, to say, I'm not asking, I'm telling you. It's like that. It's better to say, he told me. He told me to do, when we use infinitives. He told me to get out of, to get, for example, get out then. And for suggestions, we use pronoun suggested that in such sentences. Let's go to the park. He suggested that we go to the park. Let's not play outside. He suggested that we not play outside. That is a kind of subjunctive mood too. You don't need to learn subjunctive mood for now, but just know we don't say we not play. Let's go now. He suggested that we go then. Suggested that instead of tell, instead of say, instead of ask. For suggestions we use suggested. For imperatives we use tell. For questions we use asked. For sentences we use tell and say. And other things. You can say many other verbs. We're talking about the most famous ones. Here, looks like imperatives. Yeah, they do not follow the rule. I mean, the backshifting one and the pronoun. Because, first of all, in imperatives, we don't have pronouns. Because you are my contact. I'm telling you what to do. Go out. Do your homework. Turn off the TV. There is no subject. I don't say you turn off the TV. She turned off the TV. I said turn off the TV. It means I'm talking to you. So we don't talk about pronouns here. In the tense too, do it. Go out. It's about right now. I'm forcing you to do something. I cannot command you about something in the past. For example, that doesn't make sense. That's why. But we still apply the adverbs rule here. Like for example, get out now. He told me to get out then. We do that. Advanced tips. Never do I play soccer. That's inversion. I don't know if you know inversion or not. This is another grammar topic. I think some sessions ago I taught this grammar topic, which is a bit hard. Inversions. Never do I play soccer. I don't know. Not only is it good, but it's also interesting. For example, things like that. If you know, that's good. If you don't know, it's okay. In another session, we may talk about it again. So never do I play soccer, she said. She said that she never played soccer. First of all, you turn the inversion sentence into the indirect one. Then you apply the rules. Never do I play soccer means I never play soccer. I never play soccer. She said that she never played soccer. That's the case. And here we have some examples. Again, on my Telegram channel, you can join. Or you can go to my website, englishwithnimafar.com, and you can download the PDFs. Again, I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I don't know why our VPNs don't work perfectly here. But thank you, everybody. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, we can call it a day or maybe a night. I don't know. Depending on your time zone. But thank you. Let me know your questions. Otherwise, we can end the class. We've been here for 46 minutes. Thank you. Thank you very much, Luca. It's great to have you on board. Thank you. Thank you. Imtiaz, yes. User, Void, Rodion, and other. For example, Void, I don't know, User, Luca, and many other Gillies, other people. I'm just seeing them every session, and that's great. Being consistent, just attending not just my classes, anyone's class. Just attend different classes. Have a good dedication. By the way, why do your homework, not you homework? Your homework? Do you know your homework? I mean, some assignments, some tasks that your teacher assigned for you. So we can't say you homework. Homework is not a verb. Homework is a noun. So do your homework. It means the homework about you. Not, for example, my homework. Thank you very much. Have a good day.